I am to die today, what happens to my children?
Then went to the room. Sorry, Pastor. I then went to the room because they said you must come now. Went to the room. She took an egg. Open your legs. Wow. I had to do it because she want to test. I want to prove my innocence. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this because I'm right in front of the pastor, but I hate her. I had to go. She sent me to go grab her Bible. When I went to go grab her Bible, this is actually the hardest of it all. So,
but if I come with my two boys and you come with your one girl, we should not be fascinated about the whole night being together now because we are returned soldiers. We've been there.
Yes.
It's no longer a fascinating thing. But we should discuss serious things.
All right.
I have a child here.
Right.
How are you going to treat my children? Should you mistreat my children, what are the consequences?
I was on my periods and now I was starting, so I didn't even know how it is. And then that one came out holding the panty.
Ooh.
And then he went, he fetched a hose pipe, a big hose pipe. He came, he struck me here. Immediately, I went on my period.
Sometimes, I don't know, maybe daddies need to open their eyes if ever they find themselves in a situation whereby they need to remarry, to stay with their kids, because most of the things are happening right
In front of them.
Welcome back to the podcast where we share real life stories, real pain, and real struggles. Today's episode is a deeply emotional one. We are going to be talking what it means to grow up without parents, the silent struggles many people carry, and the strength it takes to continue with life when life changes or rapidly changes. I am joined by my sister Bongi and Blessing. Blessing is going to share with us her struggles because she grew up without parents. Welcome, ladies. We're going to start with early childhood, Mobi. When did you lose your parents?
I actually lost my parents at a very young age. I think I lost my mom around when I was 2 years. Yeah, that's when I lost my mom. And then my dad, I think I was around 9 or 10-year-old there. Yeah.
So you don't even remember your mom?
No, my mom, I can't tell. I don't even remember her.
Oh.
I don't know her. I really don't know her.
When Mama passed away, what exactly happened? Can you take us through the journey? Yeah.
When my mom passed, I had to stay with my mom's sisters. Yeah, most definitely, because I was very young. So I had to go by my mom's side so that her sisters would take care of me. The aunties, those are my aunties, most definitely. So, yeah, because daddy couldn't raise me by himself. Yeah, because my siblings also, they my sisters, my brothers were also there. But it was a bit awkward, so I had to be passed on to my mom's sisters up until I was around, I think when I was now starting primary. Yeah, when I was now starting primary, that's when daddy had to take me. When daddy took me, and then my dad, he had actually to marry somebody else. Yeah, he went ahead and then he got married. So now it was a bit tense, and you know how it is because I was the youngest and my brother. So mostly it was daddy, my brother, and myself. Yeah. So after that, it was quite complicated now because now we have to adjust to say, okay, there's a new person, it's a new mom, someone that is being introduced to us, and you have to call that person mom. So you see how awkward it is. But as it was, my mom's sisters, they were always in contact just to say, no, can you just let us take care of her and whatnot? Let us raise her and whatnot. But daddy was like, no, I want to raise my own kids and whatnot. And then they had to put me to my auntie, my dad's sister. So it was just a matter of being shifted to say, okay, you go here, you get shifted, you go there, then you get shifted, you go there. And then I had to go to my auntie. So when I was staying with my auntie, I stayed there. I had to do my crash there. Yeah. I had to do my crash when I was staying with my auntie. And then after that, Daddy was like, no, she must come back again. And then I went back now home. I think I was around grade 2 when I went back home. It was around grade 2 there because now I was staying with her and the stepmom. And they had to find a school for me and whatnot. And what I actually remember the most, the first thing that I actually remember the most is when I had to start my grade 2, her sister was my teacher.
Your stepmom's
Yeah,
sister.
my stepmom's sister
okay.
was my teacher. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this because I'm right in front of the pastor, but I hate her. I hated that lady. She was cruel. I think their family is just a family which was just made up of cruel people. Yeah, people who are just heartless. They never had a heart, if I have to say it that way. Yeah, so I then warned to her, and then she was my teacher. And I remember one day I had to go when I was going to school. Daddy was not there because my dad sometimes you work out of the province, so Daddy was not there. And then now I had to go to school. I didn't bath. I didn't do anything. I just woke up and then he just put me in a school uniform and then he like go. And I was sick at the time. I had a running tummy. And then my brother had to abba me now, put me on his back to go to school. And it was quite a distance. When I got there, I got sick. And I don't know how did they manage to get hold of my mom's sister. Yeah, because that day she came and she made a chaos. She fought. She was like, no, I need to take the kids because the child is sick, yeah, and whatnot. And then they fought with the sister, my teacher. And then this one had to tell
The sister.
yes, to say, hey, there's trouble, yeah. And then so I was like, no, I don't care whatever that you guys are gonna say. I'm taking my child, we're going. And I had to go from Kwekwe. It was Kwekwe to go to Gweru. And I went to Gweru now. Now it's them fighting. My dad's like, no, you cannot have my kids. I'd rather have my own family raise my kids. And I had to go in the hands of my auntie. So you see, it's just a matter of being saying maybe anytime they can shift you.
Hey.
You see how it is. Anytime they can shift you and put you somewhere. Then just think about the changing of schools and whatnot. For them, it was nothing. Just being passed on just like a ball. I pass on to this one, you grab it. I pass on to that one, you grab it. I went there, stayed with my auntie. It was fine. It was okay. Because I didn't know much. Because you're just a kid. You don't know much what to expect. To say, okay, how are these people supposed to treat me or whatnot? And then I'm like, okay, it's fine. And then around grade 6, around grade 5, they had to put me to Lower Guero in the rural areas.
Alright.
I don't know why. And then I had to go to the rural areas, and I needed to study. I started studying there in the rural areas. You see how it is. So I started studying there up until Diddy passed because we just got a call that, no, bring the kids. So as we thought we were visiting Daddy, you see how it is. We're going to Daddy, we're excited and whatnot. Then we're going. No, actually, before Daddy passed, I went back to my stepmom and my dad. And because Daddy was like, no, I need my child back. So they took me again from auntie and then they put me back to Daddy and the stepmom. Now I know I'm now a bit,
you're older,
yeah. So I know how it is. I know how you be like, okay, this is my stepmom. Yeah, this is my stepmom and all that. And then when I get there, and then now her name was Stella. Yes, Stella. It's Stella. Yeah, that was Stella. I don't know if I'm allowed to say names. Is it fine?
Because you're showing your face anyway.
Her name was Stella. So now it was difficult for me to call her mom. You see how it is? You say, mama, this and that, not. It was difficult. I kept on saying Stella. So it offended her. It made her very angry. He had her own child, actually, a son. Yeah. So now, one day, Titi was not there. And then I'm like, I need to bath. I'm telling my brother. And my brother's like, okay, let me put water for you. We went in. He's now running water for me in the bathtub. And then while he was running water for me in the bathtub, we forgot. We went to play outside.
Hey. Being kids.
We went to play outside. They Stella, the water is just running, and then she came in. She smacked us that day. She smacked us, and it was actually the worst. She smacked us, and I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, we were naughty, actually. And then from there, she was like, no, the only way I can punish you for wasting my water,
Okay.
you have to, what you could call it, to rub my hair like
Kukwenura.
Msoro. She had long hair. She has long hair. She had very long hair, rich. So she'll tell you that you must come in Kwenura Msoro. Saka, I'll start Kwenura Msoro around past 10. You'll be Kwenuraring, opening layers. Layers. It was those days where Nigerian movies were starting around 12 midnight, and then they start showing me Nigerian movies. So she's just waiting for Nigerian movies.
Okay.
So think about
At night.
At night.
Oh, okay.
So from 10 p.m. Yes, I have to go to school. From 10 p.m. you're Kwenurari. You're doing all those things. She'll tell you that now you must massage. Up until late. Up until you watch the African movies, and sometimes I'll be Kwenurari, and then I'm like, I want to sleep. You see how it is. So one day now, I was busy doing it, and I said, no, I don't want to do it anymore. Because this thing was now consistent. You have to now go and I'm sorry, now it is. So it was just something else. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't want. She said, you know what? What you're going to do? You're going to clean the yard.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to clean the yard.
So this is punishment.
This is punishment again.
Oh, okay.
On top of the other punishment of scrubbing her hair. You see how it is. They're like, no, you're going to go clean the yard. I said, cleaning the yard is not a problem. Yeah, so I can clean it. So in the morning, I was up, cleaned the yard before she came so that she'll be happy when she comes. You see how it is? So she can be happy when she comes. I cleaned, I did everything. Then she got there. She never said anything.
Oh, okay.
And then I just like, okay, it's fine. So now it's time to go to sleep. 10 p.m. She's like, no, go clean the yard. And I'm like, but I cleaned the yard. I was like, no, you need to go sweep and clean the yard.
Where is Daddy?
Daddy's not there. Because most of the time, Daddy was never there. He was never there. You actually come during the weekends. When he comes during the weekend, he's there. My dad loved drinking. And he'll be doing his own thing. He'll go in his storeroom. He does whatever that he'll be doing. So you don't have much time with him that you say, okay, I can spend time with Daddy and whatnot. So there was nothing as such. So now it's staying. He's telling me, no, you can't sleep. You have to go sweep the yard. Pain. Does that make sense? Like, no, you have to do it. And I'm like, yo, I went outside.
How old were you at this time?
I think I was around grade 5, 6.
That was before you went to Lower Kweru?
That was before I went to Lower Kweru. So now I went outside. It was in the dark.
Hey.
I started cleaning. The yard. I was sweeping outside and I was scared.
And there's no street lights.
Hey. And I didn't even have a jacket. I didn't even have a jersey or anything. I'm just there feeling cold. That's when that's when I knew that actually God can see. Yeah. You see, where they say, that time when they say that orphans are more closer to God than anything, I saw it that time. Because when I was sweeping, I'm sweeping the yard. I just saw something like a light right in front of me. And it was just there. It was just standing there. And I was, and here I am, I'm sweeping. I'm very sorry. I actually said I'm not going to be emotional on this one, but this is actually the hardest of it all. So I just saw the light. I kept on cleaning. I swept up until the end. It was very huge. It was a very huge yard that we actually had. Because it was, Daddy had bought a house. No, we were renting a very big house. We were actually renting. So then, sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Thank you.
Do you want a tissue? You don't cry.
I mean, I never thought that I would be emotional. I thought maybe this thing is all gone and whatnot. Sorry about that. So, I was just sweeping. I swept. Finished cleaning. Then when I went inside, she was like, "You need to cook for me."
Oh, what time is it now?
It's late. And she was like, "You need to boil sugar beans. We must eat them tomorrow." And I'm like, okay. And tomorrow I'm supposed to go to school. It is late already. I sat there, I'm boiling them. They're there, they're on the stove. I'm falling asleep. When you fall asleep, she was that type of a person whereby she wouldn't sleep.
All right.
Funny enough, I just saw that it's something that maybe it's a problem that she has got. Recently, when I went home, she was there. She was struggling to sleep. You see how it is. So I was like, so she was that person where like at night she doesn't sleep. You see how it is. She was working. She was going to work. She was working. She was a secretary at Zimasco. Is it Zisco? Zisco. She was a secretary at Zisco because she was Daddy's secretary. Yes. She was secretary at Zisco. So you see how it is. So now I then did the thing that she said I must do. And then in the morning, I had to wake up and go to school. So most of the time when I'm at school, I'll be sleeping. You see how it is. Because you are tired. You're tired, you're drained. So most of the time I'm just sleeping in class. And then now when they see me sleeping, the teacher, she will go and report me to the sister, the one, the grade 2 sister. That
I'll be sleeping.
Yeah. Then when I get home, they'll smack you.
Smack is not a good word.
They'll beat you. Yeah, they'll murder you actually.
They'll forget that you stay.
She doesn't care. So then she was like, that's when I was like, this person, she's just evil. There's this other flower that if you take off, it looks like a spring onion. It's shallots. Yeah. If you take it off, if you pluck it out, it has that thing that comes like, I don't know.
Like a ball.
Yeah. Yeah. So now those beans that I cooked, she then took those things, that flour, and then she put it in that pot of beans.
Is it a shallot or it's just a plant?
It's not. It's a plant.
It's a wild plant.
It's a wild plant. Yeah. Then she put it in there. Now she was boiling it so that we can eat that. And the whole house was smelling. So now my brother came, Mandla. He then came. It's like that. It's smelling here. Smelling here. What's happening? What's happening? And then he opened that pot of beans. Like, why is it? There's a weird smell here. And this pot of beans. Like, no. They said we must eat that. That's what we are eating.
It's still at night.
That's what we're having for supper. Now it was back from school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The following day.
The following day. Now we're back from school. That's what we're having for supper. I'm like, that's what we're having for supper. What? Ma's like, no, we can't eat this. Because this thing is smelling. What's this? And I'm like, no, like what kind of onions are this? He's like, no, we cannot what? We can't have this. You see how it is. So he then took the whole pot and he went to throw it outside.
How old was he?
Ma was a bit older. I think we are 3 years apart. He then emptied the whole pot. When she came in, then like, oh, what did you guys eat? So we're like, no, we had pap and sugar beans. Ma was like, no, you must tell her that we had pap and sugar beans. I said, okay. I then said we had pap and sugar beans. They're like, oh, okay. I'm gonna put more pap for you guys to eat. Like, no, we finished the whole sugar. We're like, no, we finished the whole sugar beans. We're like, and you guys are fine. I said, yeah, we are fine. You see how it is? Like, you guys are fine. Like, yeah, we are fine. Like, okay, it's fine. And then we were, okay. But then she kept on coming to check in.
If you are dead.
If we were, she kept on coming in the room. She would come in the room and be like, this woman. I'm like, it is what it is. So then, when Daddy came, and then I started complaining. I remember I started complaining, telling Dad that no, I don't want to stay here. I want to go. I don't want to stay here. I want to go. And he was like, no, you're gonna go. It's fine. We'll see what you can do, but you're gonna go. Why do you want to stay here? So whatever that you say to Daddy, now you won't know. Is Daddy gonna report to this lady or what? Because now when she's coming to attack you, to say you were saying this. So you are going to be punished for what you were saying. So there's this other tree which has this yellow balls. Yeah, I don't know if it is. No, it's not. They call it what? Syringa.
Yes, syringa.
Yeah, that's syringa. So she then told the son when we're playing, told the son to plug in that syringa, to plug it in my ear or in my nose. So that they're playing. That one is coming. He took those syringas. I'm sleeping. He took those syringas, he plugged it in my nose. Now I can't breathe. The syringa is there, it's stuck in my nose. And then I'm not crying. The mother doesn't care. The mother doesn't care. It's my brother who had to come. Now he's trying to force it out. And it was so painful. It was the worst. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, what happened? What do we have? There's no way Stanley can do that. Stanley, that's the son's name. There's no way Stanley can do that. Yeah, what? I was like, okay, it's fine then. And then we had that, my brother was coming, my older brother. We're like, at least he's coming, so I'm going to go with him. Yeah, I was so excited. I packed my bags. I did everything. We are ready to go. He came and it's like, no, I want Daddy's TV. Wanted a TV. Daddy's TV. You see how it is. He then came. He took the TV and he's like, no, I'm not staying. I'm going to go. I won't even stay. Let me just take the TV and go. He took the TV and then he left.
Did Daddy send him to take the TV or?
He told Daddy that he wanted the TV.
Okay.
Yeah. This thing was discussed between the two of them. I guess so, because I wasn't so really sure. He took the TV. So now I don't know what happened when he was going. And I don't know how did this one know that D took the TV. She then sent police after D. And then the police caught him. They arrested him. And he was arrested. So now that person that we were like, no, he's coming at least to save us, to take us so that we can actually go away from this house. He's now arrested. We're like, okay, it's fine. Back to square one. We had to stay and enjoy the pain. It wasn't even, it was a lot. She had so many episodes, whatever that she felt like doing, she would do. If she feel like right now, she feel like taking you to Chipinge, where they thingy, by a family home. Yeah. We'll then go to Chipinge, and then when we are at Chipinge, now we have to go to do cotton because they do cotton. You'll be there plugging out cottons and whatnot. And then after that, more you must go and then plug out a derere. You see that derere? That's when I started knowing that actually you can actually dry derere. Yeah. And then you tell you that you must dry derere. Now you must do that. Hey,
at night?
Yeah. So my brother and I will be there in the room. And then we must now dry it out. You see how it is. And then Maxeni, now we must still wake up, go to cotton.
Were there other kids in this homestead?
Yes, there were other kids.
Were they doing the same job?
No, they were not doing the same. Because this one, a bus will come and then they'll go inside, they'll go with the bus and then they'll take them to the shops. Yeah. So you guys have to stay home. So when they are cooking, now they'll be cooking 2 pots. You see how it is. When they're cooking 2 pots. There's a meat here. You see? The pot of meat, and then here, it's just that okra. Yeah. So now when it's time to dish up, that meat you won't even see it in your plate. You must eat this.
Okra.
And then even the mother will even ask to say, but this one be like,
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're like, no, this one must eat this.
Okay.
That's what they must eat. So now think about it. When we were even leaving, we left with groceries and whatnot. But then the groceries were for what? For her son and the family. For us.
Yeah.
You see how it is. So we actually started enjoying that. We started enjoying it because it's something that now we are used to, that we eat it all most of the time.
Do you eat derere now?
I don't even want to see derere. I don't even want to see it. The last time that I think when I was pregnant with my last child, yeah, the girl, and then my mother-in-law made it for me because I was just craving for it, but I couldn't even eat it.
It's a
I
reminder
don't-
of pain.
Yeah, I don't even want to see it. I don't even want it. So yeah, that's how it is. And then now we had to go to Gweru. When we went to Gweru, we didn't know that we are just passing on to go to Lower
Lower Gweru,
Gweru.
yes.
Yeah. So now we had to do our thing in Lower Gweru. I think in Lower Gweru we only stayed for a year. That's when Daddy passed.
Okay.
Yeah. When Daddy passed, and now we had to go because they were like, we must bring them. So as we thought maybe we are going to what? To see Daddy. Little did we know that the guy is dead. We got there, Daddy has passed on. You see now reality is now starting to kick on. Now kicking in now to say, okay, this is how it is. We went there, people were mourning, people were just gathered there. Families were now talking to say, okay, who's gonna take this one? Who's gonna take this one? When you who's taking this one? What are you gonna go with? You see,
Or as in furniture.
even money. What is it? What are you gonna get? Because you need money for the what? For the kids. Remember, Daddy was working at Cisco, so money would actually come in. So most definitely there was money that was gonna come in for us. So I'd be like, no, this one will say, I'll take what?
This one.
Yeah, I'll take this one. Me, I'll take this one. Me, I'll take this one. So now it was just my brother and I. It was always my brother and I. Because this one, they were now older. So they were staying somewhere else. I think my sister was staying with my auntie. Yeah. My sister was staying with my aunt, Daddy's sister. And then my brothers, I actually don't remember. You see how it is. So then we went, we were given away.
Hey.
Yeah, if I have to say it that way. We were given away. I then went to my dad's cousin brother.
Bankuru.
Yeah, it's a cousin brother. So you see how it is. So we then went there. We were staying there. We were eating pawpaw.
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 Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're boiling pawpaw.
No.
Eating it like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pawpaw. So they had so many pawpaw and pawpaw trees. So now when we're there, my guy were eating pawpaw. You must know we were eating pawpaw. You eat pawpaw for breakfast. You eat pawpaw for lunch. You eat pawpaw. My dad's money. You see how it is. Was they expecting money most definitely that the money is coming in, but it was only pawpaw.
So they were not cooking. What was happening with the
You
pawpaw?
have. I think they would just cook once a day. Yeah.
So everyone in this house was eating pawpaw. It
don't-
was their lifestyle of eating pawpaw.
No, I don't know about them.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, I don't know about them. But us, what we were mostly served, it was pawpaw. And you will stay in the room. The first day is actually you stay in the room and then they'll lock you in the room. We're not even allowed to go outside. We were not even allowed to go outside up until I noticed that my cousin's sister, the child to my auntie's daughter, they were staying opposite us. So now when I noticed that, so I would now sneak out to go play there. So I would just sneak out and we go play there. And then we will go. So now they were waiting. Remember, they were waiting for them to get all the money out. And then the money came in now. When the money came in, they had to pass it us on now.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going. What are you staying here for? We got what we want. So now, go. We then went. Then my mom said, well, actually, I went to my auntie's house. When we went to my auntie's house.
This is your father's side of the family?
Yes. We now went to my father's side of the family. When we got there, my mom's sister, there were two. They were all there. So they were like, no, let us take
the kids.
Yeah, let me take more.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take more. At least if I'm having more, I need her so that I can actually groom her and whatnot. They were denying this, but they were like, no, we don't want. And then this one, they forced. They were like, no, these kids, they also belongs to us. So we must take them. That's how I went. I ended up going to my auntie, my sister, my mom's sister. And there, to be honest with you, I was just living there. I was just a princess. Life was good there. Everything was okay. Everything was just fine. Yeah, because I had my own room, everything. I was going to school, and life was just good. She then passed.
Yo.
Yeah. You ask yourself to say, okay, does God love me? Do you get it? Do you get to a point where you just ask yourself to say, okay, why do I keep on losing the people that show me love? You see how it is. She then passed, and I had to go. I had to go to my auntie's house. I remember. No, we went to my uncle's house.
This is
Yeah.
uncle from Mama's side?
Yes,
All right.
uncle from my mom's side, my mom's brother.
Mm.
We then went there. We were okay. Everything was fine. These people were taking good care of us and whatnot, whatnot. But I think the wife, I think maybe it was a lot for her. They're like, no, they must what?
Must go.
We must go.
Where?
Then went to my auntie's. So most of the time, I'll be just, whenever they're sleeping, I'll go to my auntie's house.
Auntie, which auntie now?
My
Daddy's.
My dad's sister. I'll go there by my dad's sister. Yeah, there. It was fine. Yeah, life was fine. It was okay. I stayed there. I think I just went there for holiday. They took me there for holiday. And then my brother was like, no, Mom, God's okay. Mom must just come back. I now want to look after my siblings. They must all come. So now it was myself and my brother. And when I was staying with our older brother, because now he was now married. Yeah. He was now married, so now it's fine. It's okay. We're now living life. We are there. We're now a family and what? And then the wife now, she just turned up to be something else. She just turned up to be something else. Maybe she felt like we are taking more of the husband, or maybe we are, I don't know what was going on. Maybe she felt like, I don't know, maybe she wanted to be her and the husband. But now we were there. We have nowhere to go. We are home because now we are now staying by the family house. By
your dad's house?
Yes, my parents' house, my mom's house. Say it that way. We're now staying by mama's house. Hey, our family house. That's where we are. But now the treatment also. So now you are just jumping from one hot pot to another. The treatment, it was just something else. She was so nasty. I don't know why, for what reason. To be honest with you, she was nasty. She would just, sometimes she would take food and then hide it under her bed in her room. And you're coming back from school, you are hungry, there is nothing there for you to eat. You are just hungry. You'll be like, where do I start? Now you must start cooking. To say, okay, I must cook and see if I can get anything that I can eat. And Lapo, you have to go to school. For you to go to school, you are not going to leave the house without cleaning the dishes, cleaning the house, everything. You must wash the dishes, clean the yard, do everything. Her job was just to sleep.
Also, she was not employed.
She was not employed. She was a stay-at-home mom. So you see how it is. So up until my auntie was like, oh, let her come. More must come. And then you stay with Mandla. I then went to Gweru. When I went to Gweru, yeah, it was fine. It was okay. To be honest, it was okay up until.
How old were you at that time?
I was now in high school. I was starting my form 1. Yeah. Okay. So when I went to Gweru now, I'm starting my form 1. They looked for a place for me. They did everything. They bought uniform. They did everything. Now, hey, when I was, I think God is faithful. Now, when I was starting form 1, my sister was now leaving Zimbabwe, coming to SA.
South Africa.
So, okay, who are you leaving me with? You'll be like, but
Was she coming? Was she married already?
she was married already because she got married when I was staying with my mom's sister. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. It's okay. We'll wait. Sorry. So now it felt like whoever that you like, they leave you. They're just there for a moment. And then they'll go. To be honest, her leaving, I felt like she was just abandoning me to say, okay, I'm going. You see how it is. She then left. She came here, and then I stayed with my aunt. I don't know if I should say it in that way because, yeah, my first bed experience with my aunt was she had a money that she wanted to pay for tithes. She had to go pay tithes money. So I think she forgot where she put her money. You see how it is. So now the money, I don't know where she put the money. And then now she's like, where is my money? And I'm like, what money? Like, no, I kept my money. Yeah, but then I can't find my money. And then I was like, I don't know. I didn't take any money. It's like, no, probably you took that money and then you went and then you were eating sweets. You see how it is when you're trying to help people. And then now they come and then they steal from you. I remember I searched for that money. You're searching for something that you don't know what it is. But all you just want to do is just to prove your innocence. To say, no, I never took this money. But God is faithful. I had to go. She sent me to go grab her Bible. When I went to go grab her Bible, the money then fell off from her Bible. Did she even apologize? She never did. She never did. She didn't even stop insulting. All right. She carried on. But then she got her money. You see how it is? But I was like, no. Because I was one person where whenever I see money, I don't take it. We once stole money from my aunt, my mom's sister, when we were at school with my cousin. And then we took the money. We went and then we spent that money. And she came, she smacked us. She beat us. She's like, no, I'm going to punish you guys. You don't steal money. If you want money, you ask for money. Because we took that money and then we went to buy cream donuts. So from there, I told myself that if I see money, if it's not mine, I don't take it. So I tried to tell her that I don't steal. I don't take money. I don't do that. You see how it is? But she didn't want to listen. Up until she got the money. And then that was it. We lived nicely. It was me, myself, and her. We were fine. We were okay. Because sometimes most of the time, she was good.
Where was Mandla?
Mother was in Kwekwe.
Did this home?
Yes. Oh, okay. So now, because Mother was staying with my brother now and the wife. So myself, I'll only visit the home during holidays. Yeah, I'll only visit home during holidays. So we then stayed, and then her daughter sometimes will come visit, and then I'll go because the daughter was staying in Koba. Yeah, in another town, because as we were in Tapa. So we'll then go sometimes, we'll visit there, they were attending SDA. Yeah, we'll go there, we'll visit there. And I'm sorry about that, but I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, Shem. So we'll visit there. Whenever you visit, you must know that, yeah, washing.
Or when you're coming back?
whenever you visit
To Mkoba.
to Mkoba,
Oh.
they'll take out the dishes. You see how it is, then they're washing is outside. She'll be washing with you. And then the kids are there. She'll be like, the kids must be cleaning the house. You must come and let's do the washing. And you wash. My guy, you wash up and you'll be like, yeah, this is it. So for them, I'd say, it's fine, whatever that they do. Because whenever they go to SA, they'll also bring some clothes. You say, we brought you clothes. We bought you this. You see, we got you that. Though the most painful part of it, I don't know, maybe that's how women, because now there are clothes that they will buy to say, okay, we bought you this. Also, this one we bought her this. And then when they go to their houses now, that's when the whole bag is now gonna be open now.
All right.
Yeah. But kids being kids, when you're now together, you'll be like, okay, this one will be like, excuse me. This one will be like, oh, so you'll be like, this dress is very nice. Where did you get this dress? This is a very nice dress. I'm like, that time when mommy came back from SA, she bought me this dress. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, serious. I'm like, oh, okay. That time you see she's wearing something different. I'm like, where did you get this? I'm like, that time. And when you only got maybe a 3/4
Tape ones.
and a dress top, you see. That's what you get. I'm like, oh, okay. And you would appreciate, because you are not my mom. You are not my parents. I can't expect more. Whatever that you give me, it's still fine. I'll accept it, because that's what you're willing to what? To give. Yeah. But you must just know that when we go back to Mtapa now, to my auntie, she'll be fine. If it's her who goes, she'll give them money to say, when you're going, you must also buy for who? For more. Hey, they'll also buy with the money. Then they'll come. They'll give. This you see this thing, this big chips, this packet of big red chips. Yeah,
yes.
that one. They'll bring it when it comes. You just see it when
Okay.
it's passing by.
All right.
Yeah, you wouldn't even eat it to go to their children. So you said was whenever you're going to fancy schools and whatnot, you're just going to your local school.
Mambo.
But, yeah, Mambo high. Those were it was where they call it where more say. So you just go to Mambo. So you won't even say, okay, I don't. You also desire to go to better schools.
Chaplain.
Yeah, chaplain, because they were there chaplain. My guy, they were there chaplain. My guy, they were chaplain. Now when we are reading Bible, you must read Shona Bible.
All right.
This one is the one to read what?
English.
Because this one is a chaplain pen. So you see that one, you'll be like, okay. You just observe and you'll be like, it's fine. It's okay. And then that now they have to pay the fees and whatnot. And then they came these people for I don't know how do I always, it was trust, something like that. I don't know, trust
NGO.
what. Yeah, this NGO people. Then they came, they're like, we're looking for orphans and whatnot, that we can help with the school fees. And I was like, I myself am an orphan.
Oh, okay.
I had to run around to get the documents for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go do that so that I can hand them over so I can get school fees, it is, and books and whatnot. And then I actually qualified. And then I was studying for what? Mahala, for free. I'll go there to school and everything is sorted, fees, and I don't pay for fees. And this site, my sister is saying that I'm sending money
for fees.
I'm not getting the money. I don't know the money. Yet this money was also released for the kids. So now we will go and take the money. That one for Daddy. And then that's the money. That one, they never asked for it. They never said anything. It actually belonged to me. I would use it whichever way that I want at school. You say that how it was. So it was fine. That one, they never even said anything. It was okay. It's okay then. We're just there. Life is going on. Until I had a guy asked me out. Around Form 3. I think Form 2, Form 3. And because I was scared, I was like, ask me out. They'll kill me at home now. Because now if I'm having a boyfriend and whatnot, it's not going to make sense. They'll kill me. And then, I don't know, did I tell my auntie or she found out? I don't know. And then she was like, no, the guy must come. The guy he was an SDA. Yeah. He was an SDA. I was just mingling with this SDA people. He was an SDA. May you so rest in peace. He passed. Yeah, he passed. So then he came. So when he came, they were like, no, okay, it's fine. You guys can date.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Form 2 or Form 3?
Yes.
And Auntie is approving already?
Yes, you can date. Go ahead. For me, I don't know. Is she doing it from a good heart? Or she's just doing it, you know how it is. Like, you guys can date. He would come whenever I'm sick. He would come. James will come and visit. And
James?
His name was James. James Love.
He was dark?
Yeah. Very bold. Yeah. There was nothing that he was not doing there. So now you come fetch me. Say, you used to call me Mamla. Mamla, let's go to church. Mamla, let's do this. So we'll do a lot of things. James will go out. But Bona, I think what they expected is maybe I was gonna sleep with James. We never did anything. He respected me so much. He respected me so much. So whenever we get home, now one day now we had to go for holiday, December holiday, to my cousin. Yeah, my cousin. She's her mom, my auntie's daughter. We then went to visit her home. When we got there, she's like, "No, I know when I see a virgin, I can tell you." Yeah, Mo is no longer a virgin. This one, because when I see a virgin, I can actually tell you. I'm like, but me, I didn't even do anything. They're just trying to say, I didn't do anything. It's like, yeah, makatopera basi. We know, katitokona tichitoziva. Kana une naro, you must come. Let me test you. I then went to the room. Sorry, Pastor. I then went to the room because they said you must come now. I went to the room. She took an egg. Open your legs. Wow. I had to do it because she want to test. I want to prove my innocence. I went there. Lucky enough, my auntie's son.
What did they do with the egg?
She wanted to put the egg. She said, I don't know how she wants. She
wants to put the egg inside,
so that she can see if And then, lucky enough, Itai came. My auntie's son. He came. That he loved me. Itai loved me. But when he loved me, he's one person that I would tell you that he will go beyond for me. Whenever I say I want something for school, he's there. Whenever I say I want this, he's there. He will do it. You just say, man and more. Itai loved me. He loved me. He then came. When he came, at least now they are now scared. She can't do anything. Just like, it's fine. I'll do it another day. You see how it is. Then that's how it is. Stopped. So it's actually him. It's actually him who saved me. Yeah. Then we went back. Now the holidays are over. We went back from Tapa. Life is just going on as usual. You know how it is. When people comes, you are the one who's supposed to what? To cook and clean and do all those things. Sometimes when my cousins are there, we're just doing it all together. But now, if there is any mistake that happens, Paku,
it's more.
If there's anything that happens, Paku tukwap,
It's you.
Really. You see it. You feel it. Up until one day, James came, like, we are going for big Sabbath. Mamla, you must prepare. He was like, Mamla, you must prepare. We are going for big Sabbath. And I was on my periods. And now I was starting, so I didn't even know how it is. Like, no, Mamla, I'm going to come. So then when I was now about to go, said, let me start preparing. Now James will pass by the house to check if you are done, so that we can go. And then that one came out holding the panty.
Ooh. What it?
The daughter came out. So can you see how it is? You're like, hey,
I think we are done. We've had enough.
you'll be like, hey, but what's going on? You're like, it's for you. You'll be like, maybe it's what? It's normal. It's normal. That's what's there. What can you do? There's nothing that you can do. And I started having headache problems. Now. So those type of headache, if you bend, the pain
Feel
will be
like your head is.
when you're up, it will come. And now they will tell you that you must wash blankets, you must do what, and you do it.
And your head is painful.
Hey, you do it. You do everything. It's fine. It's okay. You do it. Because sometimes, to be honest, most of the time, my auntie was fine. She was good. But if people comes,
She changes.
you now don't know what's going on.
She doesn't know you anymore.
You don't know what's going on now. You know how it is being a child. Because most of them, they were like, go, 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 go. So I'm the only one who's saying te, te. You see how it is. So I was like, maybe I must also say go, go. So I then said go, go. Like, ndakatukwa that day. I was like, oh, okay, I just thought maybe it's just a mere thing, you know how it is. Then I was like, okay, I withdrew. It was fine. I was like, okay, it's fine. That's what's there. Then, I don't know, she got sick. My auntie, she got sick. So when she got sick, the daughter-in-law then came like, varikugwara nenyaya dzenyu imimi ndimi munodi muchiita zvamunoita muchivastressa vakafa tichaona kuti muchachengetwa nani kana vafa tichaona kuti muchachengetwa nani kana vafa nekuti imi ndimi muchivadi muchivastressa ndichivastressa nei ndozvandostressa ngati ndine zvandaita tete ini ndine zvandatomboita I've done nothing wrong like vakafa mhene munochengeta nani kapi avastressei so every now and then I have to prove my innocence to say, no, I've done nothing. You see how it is. Sometimes you even come to say, Mom, see, she'll even fight sometimes for me, but sometimes she wouldn't. Yeah. So every now and then, most definitely she have done something wrong. Even if you didn't do anything. Ukangobuda chete if you have to go out and come back late, because even to go outside, you were not allowed the gate. You must stay inside the gate. Itai was strict. Itai will tell you that I don't want you guys to live this life of tapa. I want you guys to go beyond. So please, just try to take care of yourself. Yeah, just try to take care of yourself. Well, there was a time that we were coming from a wedding. So when we were coming from a wedding, I then met up with James. And then I then saw James. And now we were walking with James, walking home. And then he saw me. When I got there, they were like, what were you doing with James? I saw you hugging with James, kissing. And I said, no, I didn't even hug James. I didn't even kiss James. I didn't even kiss him. I didn't even hug James. I didn't even kiss him. And then he fetched a hosepipe. Big hosepipe. He came, he struck me here. Immediately, I went on my period. Because it was like, you were kissing with James, of which I never kissed with James.
This is Tete's son beating you like
the
that?
The one who loved me that way. He just struck me with a thing. Yeah. You see how it is? I was like, you know what? It's fine. But most of the time, we are fine. We are a happy family. Everything is okay. They provide for you whatever that you needed. To be honest, they will give. Whatever that maybe saying when they're getting this, yes, they won't get the same thing to be different. But at least you get it. Yeah, Mom. So you see how it is. At least you get it. Up until I finished I wrote my Form 4, I finished, I went back to my brother, then I ended up
coming this side.
May say.
Okay.
But still, it was still a war again. You say, what is she doing there? She must go to school. You know how it is, just complaining. And then,
yeah. Okay. This is very painful, Mo. This is a very painful story. I don't know, my Mfundisi, if you have anything to say, because maybe because of our battery and our memory card, we would want to invite the pastors to come and comment so that they can also tell people who are watching from home that if you have an orphan in your home, how are you supposed to treat this child? Because this is just a child. I noticed something that from the day you moved into Mama's house, your stepmom, she saw you as a threat. She hated you. What do you benefit from making a child go and clean the yard at night?
At night.
You know, I don't know, Ma'am Fu, you can say something, then we invite our pastor.
I'm just thinking in my mind, when from a childhood, there are stages where you have to go through. There is coaching stage, there is mentoring stage. They are all stages of a child. So she never got all those. Even when she's telling you about the time when she went for the periods, no one. I guess
no one will tell you how you do it, how you handle it.
No one taught you
Yeah.
anything.
How do you do
How
it?
do you handle yourself on this situation? So yeah, it's so painful.
It's just because of our time and whatnot. Because even now, yeah, I think maybe we should. Because I think
The other thing that I've picked by getting, I don't know. Baqinisile when they say in Sindebele intandane enhle umakhothwa unina. Daddies, most of them, they don't realize what's happening here. Uhleli umntanami, I've got my daughter here. I'm pretty sure your daddy was bragging ukuthi mina I'm taking care of my daughter,
Can't
but
say the
he
child is
was
suffering.
not
He was not
aware of anything that you went through. If he was here now and then you have to narrate everything that you went through, they would never admit ukuthi it was actually happening in front of them. So sometimes I don't know, maybe daddies need to open their eyes if ever they find themselves in a situation whereby they need to remarry, to stay with their kids, because most of the things are happening right
in front of them.
in front of them, but they don't see anything. So actually, I would like to say I thank God for your life, because you are here now. And what I've realized, Glo, in such situations is that God has an amazing way of taking care of orphans. You find ukuthi those siblings, those cousins that you grew up with, those the special ones were taken by the bus. If you are to look at their lives now,
It's different.
God has an
Way
amazing
different.
way. It's only that it's so painful to go through that stage. But trust me, God was teaching you some
Yeah.
of these things. It's painful though to endure that pain. It's
have to go through
never
it.
nice. But God being God.
He came through.
Thank you so much, Mo, for sharing your story.
You're
We've heard your story. And maybe before we proceed, I just want to ask you about your siblings. There's Mandla, there's Dee, there's Andrew. What happened to them?
D passed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start with D.
Shame.
D, after prison, he didn't take time. Yeah, he didn't take time. He passed.
Do you think it was because of what happened in the prison, or he was not
I'm
aware?
not sure, to be honest. I don't know, because he just passed while he's just laying on a thingy, on a lawn. So they found him the following morning. They found him the following morning, and the ants were just everywhere in the thing. So he passed.
Okay.
Yeah, as for Andrew also passed. Yeah, he passed away. He had his family. He left his 2 kids and a wife. Yeah, he also passed. He had an accident. Yeah, he had an accident, and then he just died on the spot.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, it was on a Christmas day, and we got to find out, I think, on the 27th of December. So yeah, as for Ma is still there.
Okay.
Yeah, just living with that fear of saying that why is it everyone in the family is just going this one
You don't know
after the
who's
other.
next.
So you don't know who is next, but he's there, he's very strong, doing well. God is keeping him very well. He's doing well. He has got his businesses, his kids, and all that. He's the one who's staying by the family house.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Stepmother, Stella, is she still alive? What?
Yeah, that one, she's alive and kicking.
Okay.
Funny enough, I was with her December, because to be honest with you, I never wanted to hear about Stella. I never even wanted anyone to even say the name Stella. I hated that woman. I hated. So it's only now that I started actually to heal from all the pain that she put us through and whatnot, mostly myself, to talk about that. So should I say, I don't know if I should say that I still hate her. I don't like her. I'm working on loving her. Because when I was with her, yes, she was so happy. Yeah, she was so happy to meet me. Yeah, and she
Genuinely
even gave me
happy.
money. I don't know.
Okay.
She was happy, and then she came to visit. But even when she was there, I was not comfortable.
Yeah, that's
But
very true.
she's still there, and her child, her son,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, her son is there.
How is the son doing? Sorry to.
It's just a pity because it's sad. He's actually trying. You can see, I think he was once into drugs and whatnot. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
God's way.
lastly, maybe the aunties.
My auntie. My auntie's there.
Okay.
She's alive and kicking also.
All right.
She was fighting with me this December. Yeah. Cursing me and saying, oh, whatever that she was just saying. Only because someone shared the video that I posted. Someone took it. One of her grandkids took it and then they sent it to her. And then now she's like, I hate that Mo is here. Why is it she didn't come by? Because Monoroya, you just believe it. Everyone, I know Kuroya and whatnot. I was like, no, you know what? That same God that you taught me, yeah, it's
I'm
the
still
same God
holding
that I'm still
on.
holding on to. So I don't know where you're coming about this whole nganga and whatnot and whatnot. So, but she's still there. Her kids are also there. But now for me to be closer with them,
You never had
it's
that
now
bond.
difficult. It's now difficult, most especially after this incident that happened in December. Because now you don't know, I'm just that person. I'm tired of just proving myself to say,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't do this. Okay, I love you guys. Okay, do you guys love me? I'm just tired of that. So now I don't care. Whatever that they think, whatever that they do, it's up to them. Yeah, if they want to be in contact, there's no problem. We can be in contact. If they want us to talk, we can talk. But if they don't want, they must live their life. I live my own life.
Mo, you spoke about James being like your support system all the times. He was there, he was loving, he would check on you. Where is James now?
James died. He passed. Yeah, that was painful. Though we had already broken up and whatnot, because when I came here, I was like, I want to start afresh. I don't want to, let me just do my things. But he passed. To be honest, he carried me. I felt like he was just an angel that was just sent just to be there by that moment, just to carry me along. And he did. He did, because even with his siblings and what, they all loved me. We were just like, you know how it is. But he's no more. He passed.
Have you forgiven the aunties or the stepmommy or anyone who did you wrong? Did you forgive them?
This whole thing, it was like, you know what, I don't care. Maybe she didn't know that whatever that she was doing, she was doing it wrong and whatnot. Up until I had my second born. Yeah, because when I had my second child, he was born with a broken arm.
Yes.
Yeah. When he was born with a broken arm, he came with a broken arm. So that support system that you say that this is my family, so you get it. I didn't get it. I had to carry the burden, the whole pain all by myself with the family that I'm now married to. You see how it is, my new family. That's how it was. But for me to say, okay, my own family, my auntie, the one who raised me, she should be there also just to pull me through. But she was never there. I feel to her, it doesn't matter. So I feel like maybe me giving her my problems, I'm just giving her, just telling her. And then I don't think she will look into that to say, okay, is she now well? Did she come out of this? Recently, I was in the hospital. I updated her. At the end of the day, it turned now against me. I was now the problem. So you see how it is. So for myself, the father's family is quite difficult.
Where are you in life now?
God is faithful, I should say. God is very faithful. He's a wonderful God. I believe that all this pain that I was going through, I needed to go through that for me to be where I am now. Because now, that dad that I never had, my dad, the one who never cared, the one who never even say, hey, how is more, how is that? I have him in my father-in-law. He does everything for me. He's the father that I never had. He gives that love that I longed for from my dad. Is the one who is now giving me that love. My mom-in-law, she's just a godsend. When I was sick right now, she was here. All throughout my pregnancy, from my first child to the third one, it was her who was nursing me, to the extent of nursing even the wound. It's her. The siblings, my husband's siblings, all awesome. So that family that I never had, that family that I longed for to have, that family, I now have it now. When I'm older. But now you are always scared now to say, okay, maybe they also have another idea. They think somehow to say, okay, maybe this person is like this, maybe that person, because now you are used
To
so
being
you see,
accused
you
all
see
the
how it
times,
is.
yes.
But where I am, I never expected to be where I am. I'm married to a very wonderful husband. My husband, he cherishes me. He loves me. You see, I've got my own family. We're happy. We're good. I think, but now when they see me, actually, maybe they might hate to admit it, but they do admire me. I'm telling you, I have to say, I think they do admire me. Because even I was the first one to actually have a driver's license, to drive a car. But now they were motivated to even do it through me. You see, I had to say, more auto driver, mom, driver. And then they had to know also, you see, more is married and whatnot. I'm happily married. And they know to say that where she's married, she's loved. And I am loved where I am. You see how it is. So
Amen. It can only be God. There's a part where you said, we spoke about the light that you were sweeping and there was a light. Even my pastors, they attest to this, that God has got special angels that takes good care of children, even more orphans. God has angels, and those angels, the Bible says, they go around the throne of God. Those are the only angels that go to God each and every day to give a report.
yes.
Those angels, they work full time, overtime, taking good care of those children, of you, and you are a living testimony of that. I think we are going to call our pastors so that they can talk to our viewers from the lessons that we have learned. More, I'm very sorry for what you went through. And I would also like to thank my Mbofu. I've never met her, but she always talk about Mrs. Mbofu, that she is an amazing mother-in-law. May God bless you, Mama.
Amen.
Bafundisi, you've been listening to this episode and I know that it was very emotional. And as fathers, I know your heart was broken to hear Uti. She went through this. This is what every other child, most children who lost their parents, are going through. I don't know who should start. Pastor Svenke, you just comment. I don't know what you have prepared for us, but it's...
I think, Mfu, what I will say firstly is that Batibona suffering, or the best way of dealing with suffering, is not words, but listening. I think you did well. She came here and we listened without judging, without commenting much. It brings healing. So the problem that we always have as human beings is that probably we don't listen. Actually, not listening, but empathetically listening. And God deliberately gave us 2 eyes and 1 mouth, 2 ears and 1 mouth, to listen twice and speak once. And that's what people like her are looking for. To speak much gives healing. I'm not sure, for what you will wish to see.
I want to agree with you on that one, Fundisi. And you remember Job? There was a man called Job who lost his children in one day, lost his camels, his livestock, everything. And Job's friends, when they hear the sad news, they come. And the only thing they did in 7 days was to keep quiet and listen. And then we are told that later that those were the only days they did not sin. The moment they started opening their mouths, they started sinning. But when they were quiet and listening to Job as he was narrating how he heard the news about the loss of the camels, of the cows, blah, 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 the guys were silent, and that's the only time God gives them a positive comment that they did not sin. But coming closer, Mfundisi, this was a very emotional service. I want to zoom on something that I think is missing in the African culture, or I should say with most people. Before we get to the issue, the real issue that our sister was narrating, I've noticed that many times if it happens, you die. When we come to speak to your husband, we forget the children. We target him, we pray for him, we tell him, my man, we are with you in prayer. At night, we call him, we are praying for him. Sundays, we try to take him out, but we forget the children. And we end up having children who suffer from what is called suppressed grief. Because this was their mother, this was their father. And then all of a sudden, they don't have a mother. They also need to go through the grieving process. So we end up having what is called delayed grieving. And I can tell you, it's one of the things that affected our sister here. She was not given time to grieve the loss of her mother. And instead of her grieving the loss of her mother, she found herself dealing with another issue again. There's another new person. She has not grieved her mother. There's another new person. As a result, we become wounded souls. And that we carry that into the future, and it affects us. I don't know for on that one.
I think the first thing that I noticed that pain is real. Pain is very real. Let us not also spiritualize it away. And that's where we're coming with the issue of listening and dealing with the pain. I think our sister went through, number one, the death of the mother. And then there is a stranger in the house. When she's still trying to deal with the stranger in the house, the father also dies. And she's also thrown to other strangers. And as she's trying to settle down and understand what life is all about, who is this, how am I going to fit in, they are separated with the brother. And that's another pain, because they're always together and now they're separated again. But separating with the brother, along the way, the other brother dies, the other brother dies, and she is not only dealing with pain and grief, but also trauma and also understanding this thing called life. And every time, every time those people that she thinks are so dear to her, they come a little moment, they are gone.
And you know what?
Yes.
What happens for this one?
Yes.
And to our viewers.
Our viewers, yes.
So there's something called a defining moment. A defining moment are those moments in your life that happen from the time you were young that shape who you become in the future.
Yes.
I always say that when you meet anyone, be it your spouse, be it a friend, that person is a defining moment. So as I was listening to the story, she says, then she learned that it seems everyone loves you. Leaves. You see, that becomes a defining moment. And she needs help to deal with that. Because even in marriage, she will always feel even this beautiful marriage will end. Because this is where she comes from. That every person who loves her will sooner or later leave her. I was speaking to a lady who's afraid of using a lift going up. And she says the reason is because one day when she was in a train, she went to the toilet and she said to the mother, I can go alone. And when she was there, when she was done at the age of about 8 years, she's failing to open the door. And the train is running fast. When she looks down, she sees the railway line. And she cried there for about 5 minutes. No help came. She was praying that if only my mother could come and check me. No help came. And she says at long last, somebody decided to go to the restroom as well. And that's how she was rescued. But that became a defining moment for her. She is not comfortable being in a closed place. Up to now, she would rather take steps going to the 24th floor, run to his lift. So I'm saying, our sister here and even our viewers at home, we need to know that death usually leaves us with defining moments.
Yes.
Where we begin to suspect if anyone cares, where we begin to feel like no one is there for you, no one is there to protect you. And when you meet such a person in life, you need to know that they went through such defining moments, so that when you deal with them, you handle them with care, because you already know where they come from.
But one thing that fascinated me, Mfundisi, is that she speaks of God, who is there with her in her challenges and in her suffering.
Yeah.
So I picked that God does not leave us alone in our challenges. He walks through with us.
Yeah.
And then she says, I needed to go through these moments to mold me and make me who I am. She says, now people look at me where I am and they are saying, wow.
Yeah.
So she has turned her suffering into something positive and look at life in a positive way.
Yes.
Many of us, this is where we fail.
Yeah.
We look at life from a negative. We will always cry of our past and we miss the present and the joy of the present.
And you see, Mfu, one exciting thing as you were speaking, Joseph loses a mother when he was young, his mother when he was young. And his brothers make life very difficult. For him. And to a point that they throw him into the pit. His own half-brothers, they throw him into the pit. And we are told that at last, one of them says, no, guys, let's make money out of this guy. Let's sell him. And they sell him. And as they sell him in their minds, they think that's the end of this guy. Now I want to speak to people who go through the same situation like our sister.
Yes.
When the guy arrives in Egypt,
All right.
there is God with him. Everything else is lost. The mother died. He had to grow up in...
No brothers.
Yes, and no brothers.
No father.
And the father is old, by the way. But the good news is that God is with him. I don't know. Have you ever realized that many orphans... In fact, I once read a book that says orphans lead the world.
All right.
And this guy had done a research that almost all the presidents, when you hear their story, they were orphans. The reason is there's a special blessing that God bestows on orphans. So I want to say to anyone listening to this painful story today, that orphans lead the world. Why? Because when they no longer have a horizontal father to look at, they lift their eyes up and there's a vertical father who is faithful. Guess what? Joseph becomes the prime minister of the greatest kingdom at that time. He becomes so big that the very brothers, they come to him.
Yes.
And there's a famine now. And they come to him and they depend on him. So this is meant to say to every orphan, God sees those tears. Don't end your life or do anything stupid as you go through those long nights, cleaning the yard at night. God
and cooking at night.
Cooking at night, cooking delere and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah, God is watching. He's not going to leave you.
But also, I don't know how we can be able to deal with this. Do we usually talk about death? I'm trying to pick it. The mother dies, the father dies, leaving the children alone, and they are thrown all over. do we as Africans probably speak about it? I'm looking at this from my point of view. If I am to die today, what happens to my children? Who takes care of my children? Is it the church? She's bitter with the church as well. What people that go to church do, and now you ask yourself, do we consider such things? I don't know, Mfu. It touched me.
I think, Mfundisi, you are touching a serious nerve there. We want to pretend like we are mortal beings, man, and we don't prepare for death. We don't tell our children about death. They have to find out for themselves, and by the time they find out, they are already broken because they have to search for themselves. But wisdom says you speak about death before death happens. Let our children know that we die. We are mortal beings. I mean, our battery needs to be charged, and unfortunately, we are out of the Garden of Eden where there was the tree of life. Now we don't have the tree of life, and the battery goes down like that of a phone, 20%, 10% until it dies. Let our children know and be prepared that one day death will die, so that when it happens, it's not shocking them. But I also want to go a step further. I have seen parents who are entering a stage of called remarriage.
All right.
Acting like people who are getting married for the first time. The two things are different. Guys, let's be honest. If you are a returned soldier, you are a returned soldier. And you need to be wise, man. The reason why I'm saying this, guys, a 24-year-old boy and a 22-year-old girl, when they get married, they are not cornered to speak about things like we have children.
Yes.
Because they don't.
Yes.
They get their first child together.
Yes.
But if I come with my two boys and you come with your one girl, we should not be fascinated about the whole night being together now, because we are returned soldiers. We've been there.
Yes.
It's no longer a fascinating thing. But we should discuss serious things.
All right.
I have a child here.
Right.
How are you going to treat my children? Should you mistreat my children? What are the consequences? This should be clear before we say I do. Amen. Because we are now coming from experience.
Yes.
You understand? But I have seen many parents, returned soldiers, making that mistake where they're just fascinated about honeymoon, blah, 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 and they never speak about children. I always say, when you are considering remarriage, we have serious things to talk about. And that includes the state of our children. Zizohlalaphi ingane?
Yes.
Let's agree. Nobani. Are they going to visit their aunt? Because their aunt is still their aunt anyway.
Yes.
Or are you going to be angry and say, why are they going to their aunt? You see, such things we need to discuss them before we say I do. So that when we say I do, we are clear now. This is different from a young boy and a young girl starting life together.
I think we have dealt with serious issues here, Mfu. But I think one thing that I would say to my sister, she needs someone that listens to her.
Yeah.
She needs to let go and enjoy life.
Yeah.
And enjoy life. Healing and forgiving is not for the ones that did wrong to her.
Come on, sir.
It's for herself. She is giving peace to herself. By the way, she sleeps at night, and those that have done wrong to her are not sleeping at night. They are watching what she's doing. They want to know how many children. They thought she will not make it, and she has made it, and this God has made it in her life. So let her sit back, relax, enjoy life, and enjoy the territory with God, and enjoy your marriage. Life is good.
Hey. And that's true. Many people make a mistake. They keep their eyes on the past. Because I went through this, somebody said there are people with grudges that are older than their firstborns.
Yes.
The Lord has blessed you with a good guy and children, but the grudge that you are still holding is older than even the marriage itself. You see, the problem with that is that you fail to enjoy the present. I once heard a story of a guy who was running away from a cheetah, chased by the cheetah in the forest there, and then there was a cliff. So as he was running from the cheetah is coming. He sees there's a cliff. He just tries to go through, and he's hanging now by a rope. He knows that if I leave this rope, I will fall and I will die. And if I go up, the cheetah is there. Then all of a sudden he sees a strawberry there, and he forgets the cheetah and the scotch. He just takes the strawberry and says, for this moment only that I have,
all right,
let me enjoy the strawberry. And my point is that many times we fail to enjoy the present, the strawberry, because we are looking back, or we are looking too forward, but we forget to look here. So that's my point, that victims of abuse who have gone through this, they need to remember that when God blesses you, let go. Those people are not paying rent to stay in your life. Let them go. They don't deserve to stay here, and enjoy the present. And funny something else, there's a guy called Mephibosheth. He loses his father in a bakery and his grandfather. All of a sudden, life changes.
All right.
From the palace, he's in Lodibar.
Yes.
The land of dryness. And he is even kept by a guy called Makar.
Yes.
In Lodibar. He's passing from one hand to another. Like what my sister is saying. But,
all right,
this is what I love.
Yes, sir.
David says, is there anyone in the house of Saul,
so that
I may show kindness for Jonathan's sake? You see, we need to remember that God will remember us in our Lord.
Yes.
We don't give up. Dear friend, you may be under abuse as I speak. You may be waking up and washing dishes at night. You may be you're doing your matric and you try to read, but you are reminded of your chores and blah, blah, blah. Is there anyone from the house of Saul? There is a God who will remember you in your Lodibar and who will save you from your Lodibar.
Then we say, take your Lodibar and be an experience that you stand upon as you look at the joy ahead. Who knew that when he is remembered, he will be in the palace? And I'm saying, back to the palace again. When you thought it is practically impossible. Killing yourself will not help anything. Look at life and enjoy the gift of life.
And we don't underestimate the power of therapy. We need to advise our sister to go for therapy. Yes, so that she may find a complete healing, and that she may enjoy her marriage. I know that as Africans, we don't want to go for therapy. We just say, no, I'm fine. But it is important that you go through those stages so that you deal with your childhood traumas and you find healing so that you enjoy the present. So to anyone going through this, remember, it may be necessary that you see a professional, someone who will take you through therapy, and that you may find healing.
Amen. Siyabonga bakithi. Thank you, pastors, for everything that you have said. May God bless you. Thank you for coming. Before we go, I'm going to ask Pastor Sibling to pray for everyone who might be going through abuse. I'm also going to ask you to pray for all those parents, the ones with power who are taking care of vulnerable children, and they are abusing them. I need you, Pastor, to ask God to disturb those people so that they can take good care of these children.
Let us pray. Our Heavenly and Kindly Father, we want to thank you for this privilege and opportunity to listen to the challenges of your people. As she was narrating a story, she was not narrating to viewers, not narrating this to us, but she was speaking to the same heaven that created it. My Heavenly and Kindly Father, she's not the only one. There are a lot of people that are going through storms. Some, it's not only physical abuse. Sometimes it's emotional abuse. Sometimes it's sexual abuse that these children go through. Sometimes it's financial constraints that they go through. Sometimes it's loneliness. It's pain that they are going through. Our Heavenly Kindly Father, touch them. You said you are the father of the orphans. Take care of them, guide them, and protect them. I'm not only praying for them, I'm praying for those that are abusing them. Don't give them peace until they find a God of peace. Bless us and bless this program. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.